Shelley's idealization of the Skylark bird. How does Shelley idealize the skylark in his ode to a skylark? Idealization is one kind of machinery for the intellectuals in molding inner longings and thoughts. P.B. Shelley has been recognized as one of the distinguished poets in the field of romantic poetry in English literature. Shelley's idealization by embodying the bird skylark has been unique because of his novelty of thoughts based on revolutionary ideas. To a Skylark is a masterpiece of Shelley's political achievement. It is an ode containing the poet's profound aspiration of a newer world whose message he would like to receive from the euphonic song of the bird in order to eradicate the miseries of the humanity. The skylark has been depicted as a spirit. The poet doesn't consider the skylark as a mere bird living in the common bush, but it is a bird gifted with celestial light and perennial melody emerging from an unknown world into this planet. He has pictured the bird as the manifestation of his ideals based on the glorification of the bird. The poet seems to have been greatly enchanted to hear the songs of the bird, so he has greeted the bird, pouring strains of an unpremeditated art. A skylark has been idealized as a harbinger for the poet who watched the bird flying and singing above the skies like a cloud of fire. All the aspects of nature seem to have been infatuated by the melodious voice of the bird as it journeys in the golden lighting of the sunken sun. The bird has been represented as the symbol of his dormant inspiration for the poet to be taught by the bird, as he says, "Teach me half thy gladness, that thy brain must know." He considered the bird as a hidden poet singing unbidden hymns till the world is wrought. The impact of the song of the bird may be deemed to be the harvest of the implementation of the ideals. His optimism also heightens his idealistic achievement as interpreted in the same poem. All the air and earth are supposed to be delighted by the songs of the bird. Even the moon rains out her beams, and heaven is overflowed for the soothing effect of the singing of the bird. His idealism also lies in his setting the images and symbols. We find the poet comparing the bird to an embowered rose scattering its fragrance. In fact, the skylark may be immersed as the cherished dream of the poet who idealized the bird, adorned with immense creative and concrete potentials. The impact of the song enraptures all the aspects lying in the universe with its fresh, joyous, and clean or divine rapture. So the poet says, "What sweet thoughts are thine?" A skylark seems to be engraved in his heart as the origin of his idealism. He has idealized the bird with his profound enthusiasm regarding the effect of the song appearing better than all measures of delightful sound and all treasures that in books are found. Shelley's ideals are not mingled with any negative and vile instincts of human nature. The poet seems to have revealed his proclivity and indignation against the beastly instincts like hate, pride, or fear, causing the breaking of peace among the mankind. So he has highlighted the bird to be the scorner of the ground, meaning his disliking attitude towards the destructive nature of human life. His idealism is also apparent when we find the poet setting the contrast between the life of the hilarious and flesh and spirit of Skylark and that of human beings, as this idealization not only indicates the eulogy or glorification of the bird, but also shows his solace in the optimistic ideals for the eviction of the limitations of human civilization. His idealism is not aloof from the mundane life of man who finds his success, love, and pleasure furtively linked with the bitter experience of life. Our joys and harvest of victory are based on our rigorous efforts of exploiting the inevitable for the attainment of the same. Shelley has been successful in identifying the skylark as the inner longing for the betterment and prosperous future of mankind. He has voiced his ideals through the tuning of the bird as a skylark has delighted the universe by its sweet melody, which would be perpetually originating from the bird. In the same way, he has got involved to imitate the bird as the spokesman of optimistic and idealistic messages for a newer world of the mankind in the days to come. He has idealized the bird not only as an individualistic representation but also the universal announcer of his prophetic attitude. Shelley was against all the religious dogmatism, so he sought the teachings of spiritual salvation from the spirit Skylark in order to be flourished scientifically. So that's all about the idealization of the Skylark in his ode to a Skylark. Thank you, and if you like the video, you can subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Bye bye.